Okay, and we're live on both of them. Yes, and hopefully, I did finally see that bot, and I put them in timeout, and that probably made them go away. Hopefully, we won't have any more.
Hello, everyone. Tonight's service is vulgarity in the holy world. No, I'm joking. Completely.
Right. Darren, you have a tendency to say things sometimes that like just completely blow my train of thought. So I'm like,
This is one of the many services I offer.
Yeah. Well, anyway, tonight, of course, we're honoring the first of the 5 days on the year, which is the birth of Osiris. And of course, the whole story behind the days on the year is that there were actually Nut, the sky goddess, was pregnant with.
Don't tell me we're gonna get a.
Yeah, we better not.
That's gonna be aggravating. There's a bunch of Smiths.
Yeah. Well, if I hear it again, I'm taking that one and chucking it into the next room. But yeah, and it's entirely possible the heat may be screwing with it. I don't know. But anyway, the goddess Nut was pregnant with 5 children in this case. There's kind of a continuity, issue because Horus was one of them. But that's, the whole topic unto itself is, how did Horus, wait, how is he in this generation and then in the next one? But anyway, she could not give birth to her children during any day in the regular year. Well, Jehuti played a game with, it says, according to Herodotus, it was the moon. It was probably, Khonsu. So they played a game of Senet, and Jehuti won 5 extra days. And so those are the days on the year. So each of her children, Osiris, Horus, Set, Isis, and Nephthys, were born during those 5 days.
Did Jehuti have to battle Moonlight?
I don't know. Maybe he pulled out something from Yu-Gi-Oh!
Well, they'd be available now.
Right, yeah. Derek's question was, did he have to battle Moon Knight? I'm like, huh?
So, I'm a novice.
Uh-huh. What's that?
So, in the current calendar, we have leap year. Did they have a way of making up for the extra little bit of time, or did they have a certain number of days? Was it 5 days, sometimes 4?
No, that actually and just in case the microphone didn't pick it up, Shannon was asking, well, could the ancient Egyptians account for leap year? No, they could not, and so that is why their calendar fell out of sync. Over kind of like every 4 years, it was a day off, and so it was only once every 1,760 years or so that the actual rising of Sirius and the civil calendar synced up. One such point when it, or they were actually several days behind. So you had like the civil calendar, and then there was probably the temple calendar, which they were able to keep track of like the cycles of the moon and when the floods came, things like that. They were able to observe by natural phenomena what was actually going on. But the civil calendar was out of sync with that for a long time.
And they would tell you, we'll tell you you're behind when we say you're behind.
Yeah, actually, it was the Greeks that tried to instate a leap year, but there was resistance from that. It wasn't until really the Coptic era that they kind of adopted that and went with it.
So people jumped around on it.
That's fascinating.
Yeah. Now what? Yeah, sure. And that's always my thing is I want to try and explain things, where it's easy to understand because anybody can overthink something. And I try to piggyback the calendar on what we have because today, we have a few advantages and we're able to kind of, keep things in sync. So it just makes life easier, takes some guesswork out. If you just say, okay, July 18th, and then, leap year, or excuse me, leap day in the modern calendar, we just give that day to Jehuti. So, because that would be his thing.
Oh, really? That's so cool.
Yeah. Oh, it makes sense, because being, he won those extra days for the days on the year, so why not give him leap day too? So.
I like that.
Hi, Shannon.
Let's see. They're
Hi,
right.
Gary.
Actually, you know, and
Awesome.
yeah, and I'm just checking some of the comments, you know, and now Baal cycle's a little bit different from Osiris, but you have similarities. You know, there's kind of a recurring theme, you know, with Osiris, with Baal, and then of course Dumuzi in Mesopotamia. So, um, yeah, but anyway, so let's go ahead and get that started. There, we might hear a little bit of thunder in the background because
I hope so.
yeah, well, I hope we get some rain. You know, because we could really use it. It's really hot in the house, and
Where's
really
the,
dry
where's the
That's
stuff
just
we're filming?
somebody's unhappy brother.
huh?
Where
That's just somebody's
So
unhappy
happy brother. Well,
where is the stuff we're filming?
oh, it's in the next room in front of the fan.
Why don't we put it on the offering plate for the lights? They don't get them.
Because I'm not putting a giant. Dear wanted to know we're thawing a big pork loin, and I'm not putting that in front of the offering because
What
pork.
about the rib?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the ribeyes don't have any room for them.
I'll hold them. I'm just like, hey, you guys, you know, we get a ribeye, move.
Yeah. Okay. Well. I said they're still thawing right now, but you know, I can leave it up and afterwards when they're cooked we can offer that to them because generally they would offer cooked meat, not raw. Because the thing is, for one, blood is impure, but also as they would offer meat, they would say this is the hearts of your enemies that are still warm.
Ah,
So
well,
that's how they would do that. So.
see, you learned all kind of good stuff
Uh-huh.
here tonight.
Okay, and a special type of sage, haha. You know, and I have to say that's something that's rather difficult for me to reconcile. Talking about eating pork and yes, in a lot of traditions to come out of the Middle East, pork is taboo. Meanwhile, here in the United States, we have a lot of influence from the Germans and Cajun cooking. So pork is
We Cajuns eat some pork, y'all.
yeah, and so that's the challenge for me is trying to reconcile those two. Now I did read that, and this is according to Herodotus, so Greek tourist here, but he did notice that there was a festival for Osiris where they would cook pork, and that was because they're slaughtering his enemies. So that I think that might have been the Wagi feast, but
See,
either way.
I look at it this way.
Huh.
Every time I eat pork, I'm doing the same thing. I'm slaughtering those enemies.
That may be how we have to do.
Nothing but love, y'all. Nothing but
At the
love.
same time, we don't want to offer steak whenever it's Hathor.
Right, yeah, and
But it's not
But
half.
everybody else is very happy with it. So
yeah, but yeah, so there's I think really what it works out to is there are certain times and places where certain foods are appropriate and other times where certain things are not. And that may have been what confused the Greeks because they thought that like everything was taboo, and it's like, wow, how did the priests even eat? Well, timing is everything. So on that note, I need to get our favorite part. Come on, I think given how hot it was today, it was what 102 today or something like that, with a heat index of about 110. So I could use some cool waters. I don't know about you. So, and these cool waters are upon my hands, and they purify me. As Tefnut purifies me. Hail unto you, Anichiru. We come unto you without falsehood and without evil. Our purity is upon our hands. Purity is upon our hearts. And we cast out all evil that pertains to us. See, it's so hot in here, it's not that bad, is it?
No.
We are pure. We are pure. We are pure. We are pure. Yes, that's how hot it's been today. Not even Darren flinched.
I heard a few little gasps in there. But that was it.
Okay, somewhere around here, I have a water. I'm trying to figure out where I set it.
It's down there.
No, that's theirs. And mine is. Yeah, that's when you know you're pagan. You have what belongs to the gods, and then you have what's yours. And I must have left it in the other room. I'll have to get it later. And so Caleb's birthday. Osiris' birthday. Happy birthday, Caleb. Oh, okay. All right. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna drink the rest of this. Okay. Come in peace, bright eye of Horus. Come in peace. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus shines like Ra in the twin horizons, and evil hides in fear of it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus shines like Ra in the twin horizons. No, wait a minute. The eye of Horus destroys the enemies of Ra in all of their abodes, until none remain. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
There we go. Just have to shelter it from the breeze here. This eye of Horus comes to the four corners of the world. To everyone who's tuning in now and will be catching us later. This eye of Horus comes, and we are purified with it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
And we welcome you, Osiris, on this day of your birth, the first of the days upon the year. And Sekhmet, mistress of fortune, mistress of the arrows, that you may protect us through the new year. You arise in the Aketis Capri, O Ra, spreading your light upon the earth. You set in peace in the mountains of Manu as a tomb, bringing your light to Duat. Shine upon earth as you do in heaven in Duat. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who came from noon at the first time, for such is your uniqueness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Hu at your left side, for such are the words you commanded. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Sia at your right side, for such is your great wisdom. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, whose Hika goes before you, for such is your ability. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who rules with Ma'at upon your brow, for such is your righteousness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, and hail and praise unto you, Osiris, you lords of love and lords of life. Grant us life, well-being, and health. May our eyes perceive your goodness and our hearts receive your wisdom. May you shine upon us as you traverse the sky, that we may bring to you Ma'at and cast out Svet. May you guard us from the evil one through the dark hours of the night, your protection being before us, your strength being within us. Take these, cool waters, which are the inundation, that they may cool your hearts. Oh, sir, these waters are the eye of Horus, that your heart may be refreshed. And all of you gods, may your hearts be refreshed. Milk, milk, may you taste it in your shrine. May your hearts be refreshed with it. We bring you this milk from the great flood, that you may be purified with it. We give you incense. Give you incense, great purity. This incense is the eye of Horus. Its fragrance comes to you, cleanses you, it adorns you. It takes its place upon your hands. This incense is the eye of Horus. Its fragrance comes to you. Take this, your bread on which gods live. This bread is the eye of Horus. Osir or Yunuchru. Lift it to your faces and be at peace with it. Gardens prosper and Hapi rejoices, overflowing with his meal. We fill the eye of Horus for you with wine, a raw, Osir. Drink and be pure. The doors of heaven and the doors of earth are open with libations for you within this house. May your faces be refreshed with your libations, your wine and your water. Pure, pure is Ra Horaketi within his house. Pure, pure is Osir Kentimentu within his house. Pure are the cause of these gods, with this good myrrh that is given. Jyoti proclaims it. It is written in his house of sacred words. Hapi gives in abundance, thousands of offerings, all things good and pure, for Ra Horaketi and for Osir, in every place that their immortal cause dwell. Come to your body, O Ra Horaketi, and come to your body, O Osir. Come to your bodies, O Yunuchru, and come to your invocation. Come unto us, your servants, who are mindful of your feasts and your offerings. Bring your power, your hika, your honor, and your ba to these your offerings, and partake of them. Come, O people. Raise these offerings before the faces of these gods. Lift the offerings before Ra, before Osiris. All life comes from them. All health comes from them. All stability comes from them. All good fortune comes from them, as it has since the first time. Ora Horaketi, and your son, the Osir Nisu, no capital Ra. Your foes retreat from you. Horus turns himself to his eye. Turn yourselves to these your offerings, and receive them from our hands. And the table of the gods, table of the blessed dead. We light this candle that it may be the eye of Horus, which lights their way into life. And we bring these cool waters for the table of Osiris, that their hearts may be refreshed. And there's actually a spell that is meant to be read for the blessed dead on the birthday of Osiris. Now, it's to be said over, you draw a bark of Ra in a pure place, and you have the images of, your blessed dead, and, with in front of that, you draw a day bark and a night bark on either side, and give them, offerings. But then there's and this is from the Book of the Dead, spell 130. This whole thing that you read. May the sky be opened. May the earth be opened. May the west be opened. May the east be opened. May the chapel of Upper Egypt be opened. And may the chapel of Lower Egypt be opened. May the doors be opened, and may the eastern portals be thrown open for Ra when he ascends from the horizon. May the doors of the night bark be opened for him. May the portals of the day bark be thrown open for him. And may he breathe Shu and create Tefnut. May those who are in the suite serve him. And may they serve me like Ra every day. And I'm going to assume me is referring to the blessed dead that we're reading for, but we're speaking as them. I am a follower of Ra who receives his firmament. The god occupies his shrine. Horus approaches his lord, whose places are secret, whose shrine is pure. Messenger of the god to him whom he loved. I am one who takes hold of Ma'at, having presented her before him. I am he who knots the cord and lashes his shrine together. What I detest is the storm, and there will be no heaping up of waters in my presence. I will not be turned back because of Ra. I will not be driven off by whoever acts with his hands. I will not go into the valley of darkness, nor the lake of criminals. I will not be weakened in striking power. I will not fall as plunder, or go among those who are taken before him, behind the slaughter block of Soped. Praise to you, Ra, Lord of the horizon. Hail to you, for whom the sunfolk are pure, for whom the sky is controlled in the great moment when the hostile oarsmen pass by. See, I have come among those who make truth known, because I am far away in the west. I have broken up the storm of Apep, O double lion, as I promised to you. See, I have come, O you who are before the great throne, hear me. I go down into your tribunal. I rescue Ra from Apep every day, and there's no one who can attack him, for those who are about him are awake. I lay hold of the writings, I receive the offerings, I equip Jehuti with what was made for him. I cause truth to circulate over the great bark. I go down true of voice into the tribunal and establish the Heth gods. I lead the entourage, I grant to them a voyage in utter joy, when the crew of Ra goes roundabout following his goodness. Ma'at is exalted that she may reach her Lord, and praise is given to the Lord of all. And there's one more paragraph to this, but it's actually quite long. This is what I transcribed and printed out. But if you have the Book of the Dead, it's there in spell 130. But our friend Jory asked that we keep his caretaker in our prayers because her dad is sick and is passing away. And I had to reread what he said at first, but he said his staff, and then it clued in because I know what that is because I have worked as a caretaker for people with disabilities, not just daring. And for some people, their staff is like extended family. And not just extended. Sometimes there's some folks that their caretakers will come during holidays, when everything else is closed, they're there for their people. And so this is someone very important to Jory, obviously, and she's going through a tough time right now because she's losing her dad. And so on the birthday of Osiris, we ask that he help with the transition and help bring peace to Jory and to his staff person, Becca, because it's part of life, but some things aren't easy. So, and we can't forget our voice offering prayer. Barakaru ta and kets kakao abdu senachimrahan hutnabet nafrat wabet alket nachrim and kawan akupunibu makarunibu kiranachra. Voice offering of bread and beer, 1,000 of beef and fowl, incense, oils, and all good and pure things on which God lives, for the cause of all of these blessed dead, all of these Akhu, all true of voice before the great God, who would be Osiris. And it's also the full moon tonight, so I will also read for Jehuti. Hail and praise unto you, O Jehuti, thrice great God, the son of Ra, Lord of Kemnu, wise one and Unu. You report to Ra every morning, messenger of humankind. You know people by their speech and judge them by their deeds. Those true of voice before Upsur, their names are in your list. The Aeneid gives you praise as you guide the bark of millions, as you cast out the evil one, as you change strife into peace. You know all secrets, all books, all deeds, the fleeting moment, the hour of night. No report to Ra is forgotten. Your words endure for eternity. Friend of the people, wise and impartial, great one, Lord of Ma'at. And, oh, that's right, I needed to get a stick of cinnamon. Well, you know what, I'm going to use something different, because we're reading a different spell for each of the days upon the year, and criminy, you know what? The spell that I have written down, I moved it up front, so I have to go and grab that anyway. You stay put down and talk to them for a second.
Okay, hi everybody. My name is Bob. I'm
Hush, Darren.
I'm joking. So, what question would you like me to give the wrong answer to? Okay, I cannot see the chat, so you're gonna have to yell. Okay, I will make sure that Sharon does read those, and we will answer those. So,
all right.
Okay, and she's back, and now we'll answer those questions.
Wait, what
that
questions?
You guys are going to ask. I asked them what questions do they have that they'd like me to give the wrong answer to.
Oh dear.
And the chat exploded.
Okay. Okay, when should I light my Osiris candle for my Kemetic menorah? Well, you can light it tonight. Well, you know, I
Light
get
in
what
the company of a bowl of chocolate pudding.
Yeah, and I would say either at service or at sundown. Well, I get what you mean by saying menorah because it's kind of similar to that.
I get it.
But also because, well, wait a minute, that's Jewish, so we don't want to be, you know.
Hey, you know, I mean, they built this city on rock and roll. I mean, it's okay. They're included.
Actually, you know, in all fairness, the more I learn about Babylonian tradition, the more similarities I see. There's some influence from Babylonian and also from Canaanite in Judaism. But that's a good topic for another video. So basically, we're doing something, and see, also there's I don't know what they call it for Kwanzaa, but they have something where they light one candle, every night for like 6 nights or something like that too. And they were kind of borrowing a little bit from the idea of a menorah. But they call it something different. So we'd have to figure out what we're, going to call it other than just the days on the year candles. And yes, we'll by the time we get to the 17th, we'll have like 5 of them here. It'll look really cool. But there's a spell that's meant for the days on the year, and it involves vulture feathers. And I happen to have vulture feathers in this fan. And this is a this fan is traditional Native American design. But what's fun with these vulture feathers is these came from Sweetie and Tweety.
Yes, these came from our office vultures.
Yeah. Yes.
We had a mated pair of office vultures on top of our office building.
Yeah.
Which was a bank.
Yes. And this was right before the Great Recession too, which is kind of funny. Yeah, but anyway, these are cruelty-free feathers because they were all shed.
Yes.
So yeah, they're Sweetie and Tweety feathers, and somebody else had nicknamed them that. So it was just other staff, that just gave them that name. So, this is the spell for warding off the breath of the plague of the year. O Ra, whose face is a flame, foremost of the Akhet, say to the foremost of the house of birth, the birth attendants, make Osiris foremost of the earth to flourish. O Kemetic, who lifted up the earth to the sky for her father, come that you may tie the twin plumes closely around me, that I may live and be sound. For to me belongs that white crown on the head of the great one in Unu, its second being Aset and its third Nebuchadnezzar. I am under the authority of he who takes hold of the uraeus. O son of Sekhmet, power of powers, son of a Kaiti demon, raging one, son of Hathor, mistress of the stream who makes the river rise. May you fare upon noon. May you travel in the Manjet bark, whence you have saved me from any the vexation of the year, in the form of a breeze of any evil breath. O Horus, sprout of Sekhmet, place yourself behind my body, that I may be kept whole for life. And these words are to be spoken over a pair of vulture feathers, and I've got actually 3 big ones in here. And this is to stroke a person with them and to be applied as a salve, a protection against the ill effects of the year. So since I can't tickle anyone with feathers, it'd be not very good for the feathers anyway. What I'll do? Huh? Oh, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to adapt the spell a little bit here. So I'm lighting this cinnamon, and you see this is also borrowing a little bit from Native American practice because they'll use things like this to smudge with. And so here we go. And in spirit, I'm giving a little bit of cinnamon with vulture feathers for everyone who's tuning in. So may we all be protected from plague and vexation in the coming year. So there we go. Okay. And now it's everyone's favorite time. scoot up our offering tray a little bit. And City had asked, do you think the gods have evolved to the luxuries of the modern world and thus changed a lot? And Devin says, I don't see why not. And yeah, it's actually what's funny is we have some good evidence of that. And kind of it's been rough for me lately, just trying to get back into the swing of things, reconnect with the mention ever since I lost my house and had not had my own room. Yeah, I remember you saying something about that, and I'm real sorry to hear about that, and I hope things get better for you. So our prayers for good fortune for the coming year include you. So
yay!
Yeah. Oh, and you're hearing thunder, and you're
yes.
Yeah.
I am giving great thanks. Yeah.
Okay.
Yay!
Yeah.
Water.
So all right. So I see celery's going to be the first one, and so I'll try
of it,
to pick up.
please.
Yes. Yeah. Now, the first cookie that I pull is going to be the one for everyone, and I had already started. So we have our one from yesterday, and we're going to make a new page right here. So.
Okay. See what we get.
All right, now let me confirm with you guys because there was one cookie left last night in the basket. I set it aside. Is that our cookie for tonight?
No.
No? Okay.
That's our cookie for the last.
For the last night, huh?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because I couldn't quite figure out, and I wanted to get some input. So, all right. So tonight we're pulling. Okay. So this is Osiris's message for us. And it says, correction does much, but encouragement, everything. Now, what's interesting about that is when you put it with yesterday's. Yesterday's said, everybody is ignorant, only on different subjects. And today, correction does much, but encouragement, everything. That's a very interesting message saying, and so far it seems to be saying we should focus on being supportive and encouraging and not looking to nitpick. So far, yes.
4 more to go.
But yeah, so that is our one for the birth of Osiris. And tonight I will be taping that down and recording the date. Okay, so yes, I had seen celery was the first. Let's see. Weed. Okay, all right. So celery, Kit, Fox, and Devin, and then Steph. By the way, if anybody is joining us and you know this is the first time or the first time in a long time or something like that, welcome. Because we're doing it at a different day of the week. I figured we might have some folks that aren't able to usually tune in on Fridays, and hey, that's great. So we're happy to have you. So we're going to start off with celery. There we go. Celery? Each bird likes his own nest best. So, if you're on vacation from school, I guess enjoy being at home for a little while. I'm not sure, but each bird likes his own nest best. Let's see. Okay, and next was Kit Fox. Yes, and Kit, you should be in the Facebook group now. And your fortune says, be smart but never show it. Which is really cute because Kit Fox and Devin are a married couple and they tune in. So, so this is for Kit. Be smart but never show it. And Devin is next. So. Devin, everything that we see is a shadow cast by that which we do not see. So everything that we see is a shadow cast by that which we do not see. And Steph P. So Steph, that's for you. Steph, it says engage in group activities that further transformation. I guess you're doing one of them right now. You're tuning in with us, but it's you know, if you've been feeling shy, it might be this might be the time for you to get out and try to interact, because it could be good for you. Especially, after all of us, spending a couple of years, more or less in isolation. Engage in group activities that further transformation. Okay. And, okay, yeah, so today was the start of the Obon. All right. Yeah, I noticed it. See, here's the funny thing is, different groups will observe the Obon in July or in August. It depends on if they're going by the secular New Year or the Chinese New Year, the Lunar New Year. So there are some groups that will observe it in August. So I guess it's, the differences that Kemetics have with when do we start our year, it's not unique to us. All over the world in different traditions, they have variances like that. But yeah, the Obon is kind of a summer thing. And that's why you'd have like the festivals, and the girls would have the summer kimonos, and stuff like that. Cause
the two guys would fight to the death.
yeah, now we're thinking Karate Kid too. Okay, so Oracle, and then Daniel, and then Blue Conlon. So we'll start with Ori. An Oracle for Oracle, and it says, bravery is the capacity to perform properly even when scared half to death.
Yes.
Now, I'll tell you, I noticed the last couple of times we've been getting fortunes that have to do with courage and bravery.
Saddle up, Pilgrim.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I hope there's nothing crazy going to be happening. But then again, this is the 2020s, and every year has had something weird. But bravery is the capacity to perform properly even when scared half to death. Yeah, or as John Wayne would say, yeah, saddle up. Okay, Oracle, Daniel. Oh. Daniel, it was your turn for 2. So here's the first. Executive ability is prominent in your makeup. Of course, considering you've been writing articles of incorporation for your own group, then that I think that's exactly where that fits in. But there's another one here. And it says, every job is a self-portrait of the person who did it. Autograph your work with excellence. So putting them together, executive ability is prominent in your makeup. Every job is a self-portrait of the person who did it. Autograph your work with excellence. So in other words, they know you've been working hard. You've got some real capabilities. Don't rest on your laurels, and make sure that your work is a reflection of you and what you want the world to see.
Don't stop until you're proud.
Yeah. But overall, I think that's pretty encouraging. So I think they're saying don't slack off. Okay, Blue Conlon and then Sarcastic. No way. Blue Conlon. Blue Conlon, before you do something, you must first be something.
That's a character. Keep building.
Before you go out and trying to do projects or whatever, take some time to work on yourself.
Yeah, do your own little inventory. And let me say something about that phrase, do your own little inventory. What that really means is be brutally honest with yourself. And that means I need to know what I'm good at and what I'm not good at. And you don't need other people to tell you that, but you do need to be able to look yourself in the mirror and admit it.
And it's okay to put something down if you figure out it's something you're not good at, you're not suited for, whatever, because you're giving yourself room to concentrate on what you are.
Yes, focus on your strengths. You may figure out a way, to deal with the areas that you're not terrific at.
Yeah, so before you can do something, you must first be something. And so Sarcastic. Okay. Yeah, well, all right. And once again, it's saying your connection is unstable. So if it cuts out, just bear with us. We'll try and take this nice and slow, I guess, in case it's buffering. But we're on Sarcastic now.
So far, so good.
Yeah. Wow. Sarcastic? Do not mistake temptation for opportunity. You may have something come up in the near future that seems like it's, an opportunity, but it's at points like that you have to ask yourself, is this just what I want and my own, uh, my own mind telling me this is a good thing, or is it objectively, an opportunity? And you may have to, weigh some pros and cons here, but do not mistake temptation for opportunity. And incidentally, Osiris is very much a deity you would want to talk to if you're when it comes to matters dealing with finances and with work, because of course he was an agricultural god, but what's one of the things we call money now? Cabbage.
Yeah, lettuce.
Yeah, greenbacks. So it's all still in his domain.
We've realized that it just happens to line up. Money is green.
Yeah.
In our culture, but lots of cultures associate green with wealth and prosperity and well-to-do.
Yeah. Okay.
We did associate, what was it? It was a Renutet, wasn't it? With possibly helping you get jobs or other financial opportunities, things like that.
Okay. All right. I'm just scrolling back here through the stuff to make sure I don't miss anyone. Okay, that's where we're at. Okay, and I think Caleb, you were saying you wanted one, but you're having trouble using the emoji, and that's cool. I happened to notice it. So we'll go Caleb, and then Melos, and then Dina wants one for my son David. All right. So Caleb and Melos. As I'm actually getting kind of touching on what you were saying, Renutet nourished the grain, which was a personification of Osiris. So, Caleb, don't take life too seriously. Laugh and smile at it once in a while. So there you go, Caleb. Don't take life too seriously. Laugh and smile at it once in a while.
Sometimes you can turn and laugh at something that scares you and it loses all power.
What's interesting about that is there's an article, scholarly article that I read about dealing with the evil eye, and there are reliefs going from the New Kingdom through the Ptolemaic temples that show the pharaoh using a ball or using a stick and striking balls that are meant to represent the evil eye, the eye of the serpent, and of course, the eye of the serpent is neutralized by the eye of Ra, but the descriptions, the hieroglyphic legends next to the images of the king with a ball and a stick describe him as laughing and enjoying himself as a child, and that's rather significant. I read that, and especially because I'm there was a point when I felt like if you're going to do a religious service, it has to be a solemn affair. But then, especially reading things like that, I was like, well, you know what? Humor and laughter has a power, like you're saying, to neutralize negativity. So.
I also want to point out, as it comes to mind, in our modern perception, a ball, the end of a stick on a string, imply a cat toy.
Yeah. Yes.
Also,
what do cats like to do?
Laughter against evil is Bez's territory too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. See, and now my mind is immediately going to "Shout at the Devil" by Motley Crue, because if you bother to actually read the lyrics to "Shout at the Devil," it's not satanic at all.
No.
Because it's saying, be strong and laugh and shout at the devil. So you're doing the same thing. So now it's Melis's turn. There we go. Melis. There we go. Somehow this cookie was pretty crunchy. Melis, determination will get you through this. I don't know what's going on right now, but determination will get you through this, Melis. Hopefully we're giving you some encouragement. And Dina wants one for her son, David. And it just came right out. Scratch them down. Okay. For your son, David, Dina, it says, dispel negativity through creative activities. I get the sense that somebody's saying
that's pretty direct.
He has some creative gifts. Let him use them. Dispel negativity through creative activities.
That and spend time with him too.
Tell you what, some of my favorite memories of things like Halloween from when I was very little was of making things with my mom. Because there was a pumpkin that we had that I colored, when I was really little. We had it for a long time. So that was just, for some reason, that just came to mind. But, there's really simple little creative things. They may not seem like that big of a deal to us as adults, but to kids, they can be a big deal.
Considering how things went with your mother, it's a very, very precious memory.
Well, yeah, I guess so. But that's a whole other story. That's a very long story. But we also don't know how old David is. But regardless, creativity at any age, can be a powerful force.
Stoke that.
And it can be a powerful force to help you get through things.
Look, I did my first stand-up in my 30s. And believe me when I tell you, it changed my world.
Okay. All right. And so next, Mary Ra, and then Ashley for life, 150. And then Leon. So, Mary Ra. By the way, if I remember right, you're in Virginia. I hope you're doing all right. I saw something about there's been a lot of flooding up there, and it's funny. Down here we're baking, out west, they're baking and burning. And meanwhile, in the Midwest, up to places like Virginia, they're flooding it. So it's like nothing is in balance right now. But Mary Ra, courtesy is cumbersome to them that know it not. Courtesy is cumbersome to them that know it not. Now, I maybe you're dealing with that with some other people, and this might be a way of saying just keep that in mind. You're just going to have to feel that, but also be sure to keep courtesy, for yourself. Be the one that has more grace. Let's see. Is that thunder that I'm hearing?
Yep, because there was a nice flash of lightning too.
Ooh. Okay, Ashley for life. Okay. Ashley, careful thinking will command respect. Careful thinking will command respect. And Leon. There we go. I'm going to take some of these and crunch them up and make like instead of a graham cracker crust, a fortune cookie crust. Leon, don't repay a kindness, pass it on. If somebody has done something for you lately and you're sitting there wondering how you can pay them back, don't worry about that. Don't repay a kindness, pass it on. Or
Also known as pay
it
it forward.
forward.
Yes, pay it forward is pretty much the more recent reiteration of that, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, and then Kai Sobek. Yeah, and I realize I'm kind of backwards here. I'm having to catch up. All right, so we got Caleb. Yeah, and all right. By the way, Oracle, thank you for sharing the links. That helps. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. By the way, guys, I'm kind of way far back there. So yeah, we got Kai Sobek, and then Serrano, and then 9/11. So There it is. Okay. Kai Sobek, every excess becomes a vice. So whatever you do, yeah, as the Buddha would say, in all things moderation. Every excess becomes a vice. So whatever you're doing, don't do too much of it. So that's Kai Sobek. I'm going to scroll down so I can try and keep tracks of Sarana, 9/11, and then Sarah. Lee. Sarana. I guess you got two. Sarana, your first one. Education is not filling a bucket, but lighting a fire. Now the second one. Don't be hasty. Prosperity will knock on your door soon. So putting them together. Education is not filling a bucket, but lighting a fire. Don't be hasty. Prosperity will knock on your door soon. That thing about, lighting a fire is that if you're trying to make some decisions about some things, follow your enthusiasm. Go where it is that you have a passion for. Education is not filling a bucket, but lighting a fire. And don't be hasty. Prosperity will knock on your door soon. So, 9/11. I'm sorry. Every time I say your name, your screen name, I'm thinking of. I keep thinking of that bit from the Boondocks where Riley, I think, was the kid who wanted to get some exhibit to pimp out his grandpa's ride.
Right.
And she's going for 9/11 for my grandpa.
Oh, America.
Yeah. But anyway, 9/11. Education's purpose is to replace an empty mind with an open one. So I think what's interesting there is we have a tendency to think that education is like filling your brain with facts, and we by doing so we kind of get into this thinking that there's a capacity to that, like filling a bucket. But I think they're trying to tell us, no, education is more of a transformative process. It is about inspiring passion and, an inquisitive mind, an open mind. So I think that's, and keep in mind what was being said for, the year, keep in mind that everyone is ignorant on something. But, don't criticize, but encourage.
Right.
So that's seems to be another theme for the coming year that's shaping up. Okay, and so Sarah Carter. Okay, and I see Slayer Lover 222.
How funny.
Yeah. So it's yeah, and I see Seti had the Red Cap had asked Osiris had green skin in depictions. Yes, in most of the like your wall art, you know, the 2D paintings of him, he has, you know, has green skin. So.
However, you can also be found with black skin, and both mean the same thing, basically. Yeah. Rich and fertile.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So Sarah Carter, and then then Slayer Lover. So, which is funny because, you know, I'm familiar with metal, but Darren, you're the metalhead.
Yes, I am, which is one of the reasons I think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
That they're here.
Yeah. Well, and now I'm thinking of that I don't even know her name, but that girl that plays the bass.
Rain and Blood.
Yes, Rain and Blood.
Amazingly, yes.
Yeah. I'm sure she gets lots of inappropriate requests from wanks on YouTube. But okay, Sarah. Trying to make, because we have a couple of Sarahs that tune in. I'm trying to make sure. Sarah Carter. Alrighty. And that one was waiting for you, because here it is. Here you go, Sarah. Sarah Carter, declare peace every day. And I'll read it one more time. It says, declare peace every day. Don't be looking for a fight is what the sense that I'm getting. Be looking to declare peace. Which I think they're saying, do it. Declare peace every day. Try not. And Slayer. Slayer Lover. Yeah. Yeah, see, Derek can do that. I'm not quite that good. The voice there. This is fun. Slayer Lover 222. Enthusiastic leadership gets you a promotion when you least expect it. Mm-hmm. I was thinking it would be even funnier if you read it like in that kind of voice. Anyway, but there you go. Yes, take charge, be enthusiastic, and it will get you a promotion when you least expect it. And again, what we were saying about Osiris, you know, having a sway over jobs and finances. Okay, sarcastic. I see. You're saying you still want to do something for the local rising of Sirius.
You serious?
I
couldn't help it.
Well,
we tend to call that the emergence of Southland.
Yeah. Well. See. The thing is, they're saying local because it rises over Egypt on the 25th of this month, but it comes, right. You know, and I'll explain that in the video, which I'm probably going to be working on later tonight. But for something local, the first thing I would do is try to see if you can find it on almanac.com. And if anybody happens to find something for that, and you know, if you want to share it on the Facebook group, that's cool. Or on the Discord, because I think you can find that. And if not, there's some other, I know there's other websites, but basically that'd be the easiest way to try and find it for your area, because trying to spot it, depending on where you live and like if you've got a lot of trees or things like that, that can really make spotting it and visibility difficult. But hey, we have the World Wide Web now, use it. And then if you want to do something, an emergence of Soptic for, where she's going to be in your area, hey, there's nothing wrong with doing that. So. Okay, let's see, Mary Gra, I think we got you. Let's see, I see Jessica.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sarah, we got you. Okay.
What about the other group?
Okay, see, I see Jessica. Okay, so yeah, Jessica Lacto. Okay. Okay, and some other folks are Slayer lovers too. Yeah. Um, okay. It's. Okay, Caleb, do you have a voiceover channel? You'll have to share that with us because if that's something that you're interested in, we might be able to put you to work on
If
something.
you need actors, let me know.
Yeah. And there's a question: does a tomb ever have blue skin in art? A tomb I don't know about, but occasionally Ahmed has been depicted with blue skin. So all right. Oh, I see. Hannah De Benedetto. So Jessica and Hannah, and I think you guys will end up because we're about
Closing it out.
Yeah, that'll close it up for tonight. But remember, tomorrow is the birth of Horus. It's also Bastille Day in France. So I think, to me, it seems like an interesting connection because, of course, yes, Horus is a god of kingship, but they stormed the Bastille in order to free political prisoners that were, being held, while they hadn't committed any crimes really, and so that marked the beginning of the French Revolution. And yeah, it was very bad for the royal family, but it led to the modern nation of France, which was very instrumental in the birth of Egyptology. So I think things happen in weird ways, but Jessica and then Hannah. Oh my. So Jessica?
You have 75.
Nuts. Goodness, I hope not. But you do have two.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, Jessica.
yeah. Jessica Lacto. I hope I'm saying it right. Your first one says, do you see difficulty behind every opportunity or opportunity behind every difficulty? Now, there's a second one here. Do not spend the money that you don't have.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I think, look, that's a direct message. Put that back.
Yeah. Jessica?
Don't do that.
Yeah. I'm going to read them to you again. Do you see difficulty behind every opportunity or opportunity behind every difficulty? Secondly, do not spend the money that you don't have.
You know what they're telling you right here? Let me just spell it out. Your outlook determines everything. And by the way, put the purse away for a minute because you may need the money to take advantage of an opportunity.
Yeah.
That could be like suddenly, like you didn't have it, and then all of a sudden you're like, holy crap, if I had this much weight, I could do this.
Yeah.
So go for it. And you'll be able to spend all the money you want to later. And when you get to that point, send some to me.
Yes, he likes vintage Star Wars.
Yes, I love vintage Star Wars stuff.
Yeah, but no, there's some things that are not going to look like it at first, but there's going to be opportunity, but you're going to have to build towards it. So minding your finances now is going to enable you to be able to take advantage of something later.
Yes.
So I think that's what Osiris is trying to tell you, Jessica. And so our last one for the evening, Hannah De Benedetto. Here we go. Hannah, enjoy the small things you find on your path. And I feel like adding in, because little things can be great things, but enjoy the small things you find on your path. Okay. I'm going to scroll down here. Oh. There's the right place. Okay. Yeah, I see a couple of comments that you had, Caleb, and I'm going to go ahead and hide them for now. But I see what you're adding about what we're talking about. Just and I don't mind you sharing, but go ahead and leave the F-bombs out, and we'll they should come up no problem. But alrighty. Okay, guys. Well, let's go ahead and wrap it up for tonight, and we will do this again tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Yes, for the birth of Horus.
Yes.
And what I'm really excited about with that is we actually have a very nice statue of Horus now. So,
Yes, you painted up rather beautifully.
Oh, thank you.
Same bird kind, same bird channel.
Hey, bird is the word. Actually, what's really funny is I have some artwork of Horus that I posted on DeviantArt years ago, and our friend Irk said that when they saw the artwork, the first thing they wanted to say was "birdie," and so he kind of has that vibe, I guess. Birdie.
Well, I guess this is proof
that
everybody knows about the bird. Birds.
Tickle you with a vulture feather.
Yeah, we have to be careful. We'll get copyrighted.
Oh, God. Music copyrights are the bane of my existence. There's stuff that I have not been able to put. Yeah, there's stuff that I still am working on workaround so I can put it on my other channel. And I just need to invest in a digital turntable and see if I can rip some things, but and then find out if those get flagged too. But it's another story. So. Hail unto you, Atum. Hail unto you, Kepri. You come into being upon the primeval hill. You shine forth upon the shrine of the phoenix in you new. You breathe out Shu and Tefnut. May the giving of these offerings endure, as the name of Atum, foremost of the great need, endures. May they endure, as the name of Shu, Lord of Upper Menset in Yunu, endures. As the name of Tefnut, Mistress of Lower Menset in Yunu, endures. As the name of Geb at the Earth's Ba endures. As the name of Nut in the Shrine of Shanit in Yunu, endures. As the name of Osir, Kentiamentiu endures. As the name of Aset in the Cheru endures. As the name of Sutek in Nubet endures. As the name of Horus in Pe endures. As the name of Wajid in Dep endures. As the name of Jehuti in Chemenu endures. As the name of Ra in the Aket endures likewise for eternity. You have come in peace, O Ra. You have come in peace, O Osir. You have come in peace, O Yenetridu. May you go forth in peace, O Ra, O Osir. May you go forth in peace, O Yenetridu, to every place your immortal cause wish to be. May you sail in joy in the Manjet bark, and rest content in the Sektet bark. And may you smile upon us, your humble servants. Okay.
I gotta go find this.
Yeah, Darren's hungry. We gotta go feed him now. Oh. Yes, remember to like this video. And if anybody happens to be tuning in for the first time, hit that subscribe button. And
Everybody watch it 5 times.
well, surf through. I've organized a few playlists of different things, and so hopefully that makes the only one that there's there's 2 playlists that are not my videos. One's like meditation music, and the other one is I put together a playlist of videos on mummies that the Ask a Mortician had done.
Yeah, you'll really get wrapped up in those. Be careful.
Right. Well, because she had done some things specifically on mummies, and I found them very informative and entertaining, I made them a little list. But those are not my videos. But everything else is stuff of mine. And it's organized kind of by topics.
So get every device you have and put every device playing at least one video.
Oh, okay. And yes, already as someone's saying, looking forward to learning about Horus the Elder tomorrow. So I will try to have some info for that, and we will see you tomorrow. In the meantime, you guys be safe and stay well.
Love you.
I'll just tap out some.